Hello and welcome to the G3 Pulse podcast. My returning guest today, a Pulse regular, if you will, is Abhinay Bagavatula, EVP Gaming Business and CTO at Quixant. Abhinay, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Lewis. It's always a pleasure having these catch-ups after post G2E with you.
Yep, same here. It was a great show last week. Enjoyed what was probably one of the most impressive gaming shows I've been to in Vegas for quite some time. What were your views and impressions of the expo?
Absolutely. I think, for the first time in many years, with all the disruptions in the past few years that we have seen, G2E23 has been truly a global event. And we're able to spend a lot of time with industry suppliers and customers, just not within the US, but across the globe. We have seen and met customers and suppliers all the way from Philippines to London to Hong Kong, the Far East, and Bulgaria and others. So I think, the old charm of G2E has been back this year. That's what we've heard from most of the industry experts we've been talking to. It's been a really busy show this year. And there's been a lot of player appeal that was visible, that was missing in the last couple of years as everybody were trying to figure out what the post-pandemic strategies were. And most manufacturers have been focusing on their product, both from a hardware and software perspective, and all different ways to attract the player, which is, the core of our industry. And it's good to see that coming back. So the casino floors, I've been walking through a few of them, have become bigger and brighter. And it's very visible as we see a lot of new product being offered, being designed and developed. So what was also very prominent to me at the show was innovation that was being done behind the scenes, like from payment systems, cashless systems, digital wallets, and the integration with the slots and the omni-channel experience is gaining a lot of momentum.
Yeah, I think the show was, I think you're right. It wasn't just that there was new product, it was the breadth of the new product that was actually kind of really impressive last week. You've taken the pulse of the US market whilst you were at G2E, and I was wondering, what's your view of that particular market right now? How's it performing, and how's Quixant been capitalizing on that growth stateside?
The market movement has been very interesting. And, as I hear in some of the keynotes, and speaking to some of the industry experts at the show, it's about the macroeconomic trends in the global gaming industry, and the numbers have been staggering. So keeping up with the momentum from last year, as you know, we have seen how operators benefited from COVID demand and improved business strategies. As we see demand normalization in core markets, we see that the capital expenditure for new projects become increasingly competitive. So there is a demand that is being picked up in alternate markets. We see a lot of our customers coming in, trying to get into new markets like the route markets in the US and so on. But we've also seen, our close markets like LATAM and Europe grow at the same time. And, we've seen this global demand picking up with view on some of the normalization in the US markets. So for our best part with Quixant has been that we've been at the center of these discussions with our customers as we work closely with their onboarding in these new markets and support our customers with our software suite of products and the new hardware that we provide with all the integration to help them speed to market. So we have a very strong pipeline of customers who are working actively to bring their product to these markets powered by Quixant. And we hope that, the demand that we see right now is more of a normalization from the COVID demand that we have seen, but is really in a positive way.
Okay. In terms of the products that you're mentioning there, you've been releasing new products quite on a regular basis. You launched QMax 3 at ICE, and you just launched the new Icon 2 at G2E. What can you tell me about these recent launches? Where do they fit into the Quixant lineup, and what was the reaction at G2E?
Absolutely. I think, the Quixant roadmap and product offerings have always been designed and developed with the focus on our customers, markets, and the new technology innovation that we kind of bring to our customers. So we now have a comprehensive mix of both AMD and Intel solutions. As you know, we have been, more promoting the AMD solutions, but with Intel architectures catching up and a demand for Intel solutions, now we cater with our new products in these new markets and we're constantly looking to provide the best value and service to our customers. So we now have a fully integrated Intel solution on our QMax range of product, which is supported with an expandable DGPU option. As we see, the hardware becoming more bigger, brighter, more 4K coming in, more 4K screens being added to the products and stuff. There is a huge demand for performance on graphics, and our solution with the DGPU expandable option with the QMax positions our customers for success with no barriers for their game development. So at this show, we have launched our Icon 2 based on the latest 12th generation of the Intel platform with all powerful integrated graphics. And it carries our success from our predecessor, which is Icon 1, which was held on AMD, and provides our customers with the next
Okay.
generation platform. So Icon 2 is sleek, it's powerful, and compatible design with Icon 1 series. It provides a smooth migration, but also for new customers, it provides a technology upgrade as we see more faster speeds of storage, like NVMe solutions and so on, and much more enhanced features that include configurable options for higher performance. So, and more importantly, our Icon 2 series is offered in an all fanless option, basically, which provides for low maintenance and less maintenance. So we've heard from our customers, and this is something as more customers get into more markets, which provides with lesser maintenance and so on. So we have few customers who
Okay.
have sampled our product, and we are very excited about the performance boost from our previous generation of product. And it has been really well received in terms of our enhanced features and our software offering, which is agnostic on all our products. So we're really looking forward for Icon 2 to start taking off as customers start integrating that and go to market with it.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm aware, Icon 2 is part of your product roadmap that's integrating the complete lineup of Intel products. Can you tell me about where's Quixant at the moment on that kind of roadmap of integration, and how important is that for the partners that you work with?
Quixant has always been a high technology value provider. So we have always worked on AMD and Intel products, but as I said, with Intel architecture really catching up and more demand for Intel growing, more specifically in its new integrated graphics architecture, providing major performance uplift, we now have released a product line focused on Intel. So we continue to support our AMD line of products on the V1000 series, but at the same time, the new Intel line of products on the new 11th and 12th generation adds more options for our customers to choose from and provides the best value. So our QMax 3 has been launched with Intel 11th generation, while our Icon 2 will be launched on the Intel 12th generation, while we are actively working on our IQ, which is will be our high performance in the small box, which we plan to launch in a few months, which will be powered by the Intel 12th generation as well. So we're actively engaged now with Intel as strategic partners, and together we plan to design and develop some of the best products for the gaming industry and provide that value to our customers.
Okay, thanks for the explanation of all the terminology there as well. On the booth last week, I heard the term focusing on the bread and butter, and I was wondering what it was referring to, your core product range. And I wanted to ask you, what is your bread and butter, and why was so much emphasis on it at this year's event?
So Quixent takes pride in being the technology provider and partner for our customers in the gaming industry and at the best value. So what we have seen at G2E and even as we walk the floor is the core product is what attracts a player to them. So if you take all the tier one manufacturers, they've all been focusing on the core product, which is their hardware, and to attract the players. But what keeps the player is the game, and that's what we have been looking at. So we look at ourselves now as a one-stop shop for all gaming requirements, focused on hardware and turnkey support. So having said that, it all starts from the orange box, which is our Quixent range of gaming PCs, and this is our bread and butter. This is what powers the end solutions. So as you walk the floor, as you see the games, this orange box is what powers these end solutions and the products for the customers. So the bread and butter really refer to our core products, which is the IQ, Icon, and QMax range of products, which I have briefly explained, and our strategy with Intel and AMD to support those, which are at the center of all our solutions. So as we support our customers in full turnkey solutions, it is very important for us to deliver the right product range and the best support to integrate our bread and butter solutions. So as our customer pipeline increases and excuse me, and our core product adoption increases, there is more and more demand from our customers in the kind of games they would like to bring to market, in the performance of the games they would like to bring to the market, and it creates more emphasis on our core bread and butter product delivery and support, and ensure our customers' success in entering these markets.
Okay. At the top of the podcast, you mentioned about the number of countries that people came from to actually visit you at G2E. I was wondering, are there any new markets Quixant's targeting and focus upon into this year and next?
So we are seeing a lot of interest and growth from customers in LATAM and the European markets. And as with everyone else, we're carefully watching the regulatory space in Brazil. And to support our customers better with these markets, we are ensuring that we have the right product. So we're working closely with these customers in these markets, trying to make sure that our bread and butter product is aligned and configurable for these markets. And I think there's a lot of regulatory changes that are happening, not only within the US, but in some of the other markets like Puerto Rico, like Mexico, like Brazil. We see a lot of markets in Europe, like Spain, Finland, and others. So we definitely are part of those conversations with our customers, and we see that some of these markets are really going to drive the momentum into 2024.
Okay. And finally, Abhinay, you're something of an industry expert watcher. What are your expectations and predictions for kind of gaming trends into 2024 and beyond?
With the overall macroeconomic situation in the US, like Lewis, we are seeing demand to normalize over 2024. I don't think we would see the same kind of a COVID demand, and we're definitely seeing demand from adjacent markets, as I said, like LATAM and Europe, and expect these to open up by mid to late 24 and into 25. So at G2E, we have constantly and consistently heard about US markets being in a soft slowdown. So we've heard players spending a little less in traditional venue-based markets, but that's the reason why the alternate route markets are very appealing to a lot of customers. And some of the tier ones, as we see, are getting into markets like Georgia Redemption, or looking into the HHR markets and so on. So we expect these markets to start gaining momentum over the course of 24, which we expect will fuel further growth into 25. So we are very positive about how the gaming market is, though there's a slowdown. Nobody's really talking about a recession and stuff. It's more in terms of how 2024 is going to be picking up. But overall, there's a very positive momentum and sentiment about 24, but definitely a huge spike as we grow into 24 and 25.
Okay. Well, thank you for the insight. It's always useful to have a catch up with you. You have a broad kind of knowledge of all the gaming markets and also insight into the gaming OEMs at the same time. So much appreciated that, Abhinay. It was great to meet you at G2E. The next show will be ICE, and hopefully we can catch up before then. But if I don't see you before then, have a recovery period from the kind of the stress and the running around at G2E that we both suffered. I can feel the frog in my throat and a little bit in yours as well. But it was great to chat to you, and hope to see you soon.
Absolutely. I think it's become a kind of a fashion now, the post conference bugs with most of the people, with everything going on. But I hope you're safe, your team are safe, and definitely love catching up with you, Lewis, as always, as you bring to us the value from your market expertise and what you see. So really appreciate it.
Appreciate that, Abhinay. And look forward to speaking to you at the next one. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you want to watch more, why not subscribe to our channel? Just click here.